Hey there, Ray here. And don't mind the creeper behind me because today we're going to be playing around with ghost mode. So what exactly is ghost mode? The way I understand it is that ghost mode is the desynchronization between the client and the server. So currently the server thinks I'm in one spot and the client thinks I'm in another spot. So you may be asking, how did I get into this ghost mode? And the way I did it was really tricky, and I'm not exactly sure if it can be replicated. So I probably won't explain it until I figure out an exact way to get into this that is more stable than the method I'm using currently. But the way I resynchronize my client side with the server side is by going into a minecart. So once you get into this minecart, you'll see that all the mobs that were around here vanished. You can also see that when I resynchronized with the server that it loaded the correct area around me. So now you don't see that the edge of the world is over here. So the server thinks I'm in this over here kind of by this minecart. So all the mobs in the area that would normally be hostile from this area to them are still hostile towards me. So you can see that the zombies are hostile towards me, and you can see that the skeleton is hostile towards me. But you notice that I'm not taking any damage. And if I move out farther, the mob should not be hostile towards me unless I hit them. So I'm going to move out that direction. So now I'm out a little ways, and you can see that the skeleton's not hostile towards me. You see the creepers aren't trying to chase me and trying to blow me up. And if I hit one of them though, they will attack me. So if I hit the skeleton, you'll see that he'll try to attack me. And then if I push this creeper over there, let's see. Oh no! Come on, kill him! Come on, you can do that! No, 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 no! What are you doing? So you see that the creeper blew up, but you can still see the creeper is left behind here, and he does blow up blocks, but I can pick up some of them. Some of them are ghost blocks. Here you can see that there is some desynchronization between the skeleton thinking that he's actually hitting. This is just an entity of a creeper. The creeper is really not there, and the arrows think it's hitting the creeper, where in fact it's actually ending up over here on the other side. And this is just some weird behavior that happens not only in ghost mode, it also happens in Minecraft. Mr. Skeleton, there seems to be an arrow stuck in your chest there. It doesn't look good. I don't think you're gonna survive this. Okay. Okay. You just leave the arrow there then. We got a spider jockey here, and I'm just gonna see if the skeleton will go hostile when I make the spider hostile. Yeah, it seems that the spider is hostile on me, but not the skeleton. So I was just standing close to my minecart here, but I was still in ghost mode, and this creeper blew up. And since he was actually close to the place where they think I am, I actually took some damage from this creeper, which is kind of interesting. So when I destroy this minecart, even though I get the minecart back, the ghost minecart still stays there. And this is kind of what happens with all these entities. And this is the same for like the blocks, like seeing the blocks over here. These are ghost blocks. And if you notice my entity count, it'll just keep rising. And I think this is because like mobs in the caves are spawning and despawning. And we can go down and check it out, but yeah, last time I checked there is a lot of mobs down in there. And this eventually, the entity count gets extremely high. And then I can reset that by going back into the minecart, and I'll set it back down to the server side entity count, which is nice, so it doesn't get too overwhelming. This is what it looks like when you get blown up by a creeper. That was exciting. So the way that I can break blocks is a little bit strange. So like stuff that's instant break, like torches, I can do that really easily. If I try to break this dirt block by hand, it doesn't work. But if I use my shovel, it works. Same goes for like stone. If I try to break my stone with the hand, it doesn't work. But if I use like a high efficiency pick, it does work. Then like ore is a little bit harder to mine, and they don't break off. And it's kind of like this for like most of the blocks that I've tried it on so far. This does make looting dungeons a little easier than normal. Hey guys, what are you doing in here? I just come to loot these dungeons. Ooh, a saddle. This chest is already open. Oh, now it's closed. I seen this regen effect spider here, so I caught him with the minecart and name tagged him. I'm here at a just a string farm that I made a while ago, and you can see all these ghost items, and they're counted towards the entities for the client, but the actual strings actually getting picked up by the minecart hopper, which is you can't even see it, and it's depositing it into these chests. Oh yeah, it's working. So you can't see any of that going on here, and I can't pick up the string either, even if I had room. But I can drop some items here, and let's see, I can pick up those items. I can't pick up these items. Let's check my stack. Okay. And I think the hopper minecart picked them up. I'll check in here. Yep, there they are. So it's really buggy the way it works. You also notice that when I actually drop the item, like the count in my inventory doesn't change. So like if you click on it, then refreshes it. So I can drop a whole bunch of items. Yeah, you can see it's kind of buggy. And then some of them are getting picked up by the hopper minecart, which we can't see. But when I throw them, yeah, it still says 24. And then when I update it, it says 20. So since I'm in ghost mode, I don't take any damage, so I can actually just hop into this lava here, and I can walk around. And the only problem is if I do find ore, I cannot collect it without getting into a minecart. So like, you know, it just doesn't, it just keeps reappearing. So let me go find some diamonds. Well, that is quite unusual, I have to say myself. It's like a floating cobble generator of some sort. Yeah, I'm not sure how that even works, or how this works. It's all a bit odd. So I didn't find any diamonds, but I found some lapis here, and currently I can't mine it. Like, see, it just keeps coming back. So if I get in a minecart and I sit in the minecart, so now I am vulnerable. I can get like attacked by mobs and everything, but then I can actually mine this lapis here. And I can get back on the minecart and I'm back in ghost mode again. So I was going to show how some gravity affected blocks work. So here's some gravel, and it looks like it becomes a block, but really there is no block there, and it's just a falling entity right now. Like I can't mine it. If I look at it F3, it doesn't say I'm looking at gravel because it's just an entity there. This is even more noticeable with anvils. So if I put an anvil here, and I put F3B, you see the hitbox. You see the hitbox of the gravel, and you see the anvil. And I can't click on it, but I can stand on it, which is interesting. But yeah, that's how falling blocks work. So I want to test and see what happens to the gravity affected blocks like gravel and anvils. Oh, okay. I got the block back, but like there seems to be a ghost block of the gravel there. And anvil. Yep, I got the anvil back too. And there's a ghost block. Huh, that's very interesting. It looks like you can actually stand on. Like I can't stand on this one. Like the previous ones I could stand on, but not this one. So I'm here at the edge of the world for me because I'm actually over there loaded. And you see this is a lazy chunk because I see I place a torch and how it doesn't light up. And back there I can place torch and it acts normal, but I'm going to do some experiments over on this side now. So what will happen to gravel in lazy chunks? Oh, looks like the same thing happens. So here I am on the edge, and if I walk over the edge into the void, you see I vanish. And I know if you continue walking out that way that you'll get kicked for flying. That's something I tried earlier, but you can actually pillar out that direction and into ungenerated chunks, which is kind of interesting. I just want to see if I can grow this mushroom here. It's a bit dark down here, but you can see how I was talking about how when the mobs despawn, they still add up to the entity count. You see them up to 1200. So you can see how it gets kind of crowded down here in the caves, even though they're all just ghost entities. They're not actually here. You see tons of bats. Bats are pretty annoying. You can see here that when I remove blocks that the light doesn't update in them. So I can see these graphical shadows. I pushed the Enderman into the water and he teleported over there. You can see the particles, but you can't see anything else. And you can hear him. Yeah, like he's still mad at me. Like I punched him and he went in this water. And now he's way over there, but yeah, it's kind of weird. This is pretty strange, but I can actually place blocks inside of me. So here I actually place a block inside of me. Place another block inside of me. I can place blocks all inside of me. It's very strange. I could also jump through them too. Unfortunately, my ghost mode was interrupted by the network going down for testing. That is one of the downsides of ghost mode. If you ever get disconnected, you will no longer be in ghost mode upon relogging in. Some other things that I tested with this type of ghost mode is that ender pearls actually don't cause me any damage, but falling too close to the location where the server thinks I am will cause me to take damage, but falling farther away will not. I also tried to sleep in a bed at night to see if I could pass the night, but it didn't make it become day, but instead I got stuck in the bed and was unable to escape the bed interface. I even had someone break the bed for me, but I was still stuck in that type of view, and I ended up having to restart my client. We'll come back and mess about with this some more another day, but that's going to be it for today. So thanks for joining me as I have fun in survival. Bye bye. Big boo.